Throw Gang, we are joined by Call him Pumps because he's at the polls, Lauren Schlossman, and myself, the Call him Horny Joe Biden because he be stuffing the box, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running of the Boys with today's full, very special episode, only available on
Patreon.com/throwingfits. Happy New Year, James. Happy New Year, Throw Gang. We are in 2024.
Truly are. What a time.
We're
welcome.
back.
Oh, before we talk about
We're so
the
fucking
best
back.
brands, trends, zoovies, biggest bozos, and so much more.
Yeah.
As voted on by you, the listener. Let's get into a fit check, Lawrence.
Okay. I came through stomping in the new 316 boots. Soon come, presumably? Ask Andrew. I don't know.
They were very soon come by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah. Oh, you actually know? I have no idea.
It's something like that.
Okay. Manresa socks, APC, JW Anderson jeans, Metalwood Studios belt. Speaking of pumps, the Yiddies are out and popping in the swoosh neck. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Io. Looking like when Larry met Sally over here, dude.
Nice. You think of all these jokes on the G train up here?
In the shower
Yeah.
or the G, well, or when I shower on the subway.
Okay.
Little combination. We got to stop doing that. In the new
We
year.
left that in 2023.
Speak for yourself, brother. I wore the big old motherfucking Gant Shearling. I have on a Metal Fits hat, rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand, sipping on a hydro flask full of Greenpoint's finest, James.
I always forget to put my fucking jewels on, bro. It's hard to get jeweled up when you're in the crib. All right. Upstairs, I was wearing, must be incontinent because I'm covered in my own shit. Throwing Fits, Clarks. Thank you for everyone that bought those many weeks ago.
Thanks, guys.
And helping us sell out in just under a day.
Woo.
Love those shits. Then Drifty Socks, Orally Brown Jeans, our Legace shirt, CP Company Slimed Out Puffa.
Slime me out.
Vintage sunglasses from the boy at Pezze Vintage from a brand called Jenny.
Pezze
which was
Vintage.
Gianni Versace's like little fucking sunglasses brand as he launched Versace.
What did you do with your broken Versace shades?
I'm going to try and fix them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Inshallah.
Casualty, the Clark's Throwing Fits photo shoot.
Yeah.
Sipping on a Diet Pepsi and Greenpoint's Finest.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's get into the results of the Fitties.
Result!
Tomorrow, I'm going to publish the results on Patreon, but the whole point is you got to listen to that first.
Yeah. So we had tens of thousands of people vote
Ooh,
on
thank you.
the third annual Fitties Awards where we
Biggest
fucking
yet.
crown and dethrone last year's fucking, actually, well, except for some repeats.
Champion
We
sound.
dethroned last year's fucking winners that are now losers and crown a whole new slew of the best brands, trends, zoovies, TVs, biggest bozos, goats, collaboration, sneakers,
Trends.
zoovies,
Musical artists.
stylish
TV
celebs.
shows. Stylish celebs.
All right, we named everything 3 times. Who's starting off first?
We are both going to run through bar for bar, everyone's favorite category in front of the paywall, the best trend of the year. Now, this is interesting because you made a great point. Are you voting for what was the most visible or what you actually enjoyed participating in?
And this is kind of true of like everything, right? Where it's like, like, are you voting for your most personal thing or is it what was the most dominant trend of the year?
Sure.
Because like, what kind of, we'll get into the analysis, I guess, but it is for every category, but I think trend especially, it's like, yeah, how are you voting, bro? Are you voting with your heart or with your brain?
Right.
Or with your fucking cock?
And with that, let's get into the last place entry at 2.6% of the vote. You'll appreciate this. Watch flexing.
You're
Sorry
actually
to Shador
missing-
Sanders and Mike Nouveau. Last place.
No, actually, fourth to last place. No, fifth to last place. You're missing a
Oh
bunch of
my
categories.
Fuck. All right.
The
Spoiler
Fitties
alert.
off to a roaring start.
Wow, dude. Whoopsie. Okay, in last place, dumb viral sneakers.
Yeah.
Big red boots, Balenci 10XLs. You like these. I'm on the fence. The Kerwin Frost McDonald's Fry Guy clogs.
Love those.
Sorry, last place, 0.9%. Honestly, off to a rip-roaring start.
Yeah. In second to last place, bringing up the rear like toilet paper, bootlickers, aka just massive stompers on your fucking dogs, which a little surprise here, but
Yeah, is this like people being like, I have my camions, I've been wearing them for 2 years?
I don't know.
We'll never know because you just cast a vote as a statistic.
Yeah.
We don't actually get any fucking insight. We're here for the insight. Okay. At 2.2%, cultural cosplay. This is interesting because we define this as dressing up, getting a little fucking costume together for your favorite movies, concerts, etc. This was a trend in the New York Times.
It was like Barbiecore. It was like dressing up like your favorite Taylor Swift era. And, you know, maybe this kind of leaned a little more girly. Maybe the girlies were participating in this trend more, not the fucking fellas that I know probably dominated the voting of the Fitties. So maybe this wasn't necessarily the Throw Gang
Barbie core.
The Throw Gang sweet spot.
Yeah, I don't think the girlies kind of like showed out to kind of bump this up. Third to last place.
All right. Fourth to last place with 2.5% of the vote, a trend that I really like, and I think you really like too, weirdo jeans.
Yeah.
Which, again, this is an early one. I put this down in the Fitties shared notes app very early on in the year, and I think this just kind of became, like, normal. And it wasn't necessarily, like, a huge, like, splashy, yo, what the fuck are the people doing? So,
yeah, I guess
weirdo jeans.
I guess the jeans were not weird enough for this to chart higher.
Jeans get weirder.
As I mentioned earlier, watch flexing, 2.6%.
Yes. Okay, then just above that, putting that motherfucking shit on, wearing all your clothes at once. The troll fits you see people doing fit checks on the street, man, on the street shit, and just flexing the price where it's like, oh, this is like 7,000, this is like 5,000, allegedly, but yeah, fits that allegedly cost more than your whole goddamn rent,
which is easy when you don't have a bed frame and you have an apartment with 5 of the broskies. Okay, at 4%. We have Boys to Men Boys, which you so adeptly called out. This is your grown and sexy fit, turtleneck under the leather, kind of like what I'm doing today. Baggy slacks, Cartier frames, that R&B heartthrob swag. You definitely saw this on Drizzy. I think he's kind of patient zero for this, the certified lover boy himself.
Well, no, he's definitely not patient zero, but he's maybe the most visible. Maybe the most visible.
Yeah, that's what I mean in terms of.
I don't think Drake is patient zero of any trend.
This is like one side of like a '90s revival, but the other side charted higher, which we'll get to.
All right. Just above that, Ozempic chic, self-explanatory. Everyone is fucking injecting their butt with chemicals to get skinny and fucking gaunt and weird. Next up.
Yeah, that was 4.3%. Okay, here we go. The other side of the Boys to Men Boys coin. Boom, bat, back. This is your 90s rapper uniform. Sweatsuits, unlaced boots, mainly Tim's, throwbacks, fitteds, big butt of leathers, and the real AI, Mr. Allen Iverson.
Yes, and you actually skipped a category. So between...
God damn it.
Bro, you need to fucking learn how to read. Between just above Ozempic chic and just beneath boom, back, leather daddies. Bad year for cows.
Fuck,
the
dude.
boys love their leathers.
Bad year for
your
me
fucking
reading.
brain, bro.
Yeah, dude, the Zin is not helping. Okay, why don't you go to above boom, back? Because I already did that too.
Okay. What's funny?
Fuck me, dude.
And you'll understand this once we get behind the paywall and we start seeing results of maybe sneakers and collabs of the year.
Yeah.
At 4.7%, a scant portion of the vote. Samba Apocalypse, the sequel. Sambas were once again just fucking everywhere this year.
Yeah. How did this do last year? Did this win last year?
Last year, I don't know. Why don't you riff and maybe Samba Apocalypse was also similar number of votes last year, but I think last year's trend category was a little bit more top heavy.
Yeah.
And so even with like a smaller percentage, they were near to the top of the trend of the year for 2022.
I think this is a perfect example of like a Leo meme, people seeing themselves as a statistic and not wanting to vote for it. And again, to James's point, when we get into sneakers, you're going to see that for yourself. Thank you for breaking these up. This is going to make it way better for my neurodivergent brain. Okay. Coming in at 5.9%, AI fashion. This was a fun one. You might remember the Pope's angelic puffer or Peter Griffin double cupped up in a Miris and V loan and just general chat GPT drip that had 5.9%.
Bro, if you find yourself with a fucking double chin in a G-Wagon with Ariana Grande, anime Ariana Grande next to you, double cupped up, you're a victim of AI fashion.
Yeah, you are.
Above that, with a respectable 7.9%, Bob Dylan core. I'm cold. This jacket's too small.
Yeah.
Shout out Drew. I believe he literally... both the creator of Bloat Core and Bob Dylan Core.
Wow, dude. Drew's a genius. Shout out fucking the most elite brains within the Throw Gang. Thank you, Drew, for once again creating a trend that was aped by thousands of people on TikTok.
Shout out fucking...
who don't have an original idea in their fucking brain.
Shout out Bushwick's own String Bean. Yeah, Bob Dylan Core, bro. And I will say this. I think next year it's going to be James Dean core. Big coats, still really cold and hunched over, smoking a fucking dart.
Oh, sure.
But it's going to be that over like the, I
was thinking of
my cropped leather.
His famous like that red Barracuda, that Harrington fit
No.
From,
it's going to be when he's walking out of Times Square with Times Square behind him with the big fucking overcoat. Just, I'm cold and I'm going to fucking die in a car crash.
White men not dressing for the weather. A timeless trend, truly.